episode of the Real Chatter podcast is brought to you by Soapwire. Soapwire spoils you with the latest news and scoops from the world of daytime TV. We cover Beyond the Gates, General Hospital, The Bold and the Beautiful, The Young and the Restless, and Days of Our Lives. Follow us on Twitter at Soapwire TV and find us at JeReeReviews.com. What is up, entertainment fans? We are back in the screening room. It's your girl, Je-Ree.
Hi, and Ashley and Je-Ree here.
And we are back for another episode of Real Chatter Podcast. It may be November, but we did not get our say about spooky season. So it's not spooky season until this episode drops. And we're going to be talking about our favorite spooky movies. And we had a lot of Halloween episodes that happened this past week on TV. So we'll touch base with that. We did a poll on the Real Chatter Podcast Twitter page. You guys voted that Halloween / Michael Myers is your favorite movie to watch around spooky season, and it's mine too. So we here, Real Chatter Podcast.
Y'all see each other.
We see
but y'all don't see me.
I love me some Michael Myers. I even said it when we did a round table post where a bunch of us here at the site said where our favorite spooky movies are, and mine is Michael Myers. It's just such a classic. I mean, it's called the franchise is called Halloween. He emerged on Halloween. He started killing everybody on Halloween. He just wanted to kill his family. He was going to get his sister no matter what. They did nothing to him.
Slow walk, be damned.
Right? Like they loved him. He came from a great home. I'm talking about the original, not the remake. Yeah. And now, I know they've changed it where Jamie Lee Curtis is not his sister. I don't support that change at all. Like, that was what made him so creepy, is that he came from a loving family. Yeah, and he just wants to kill it. He just killed his family out of nowhere. Out of one day, one night, Halloween night, he was like, "Fuck it, fuck all y'all," and killed.
Word. You can get it too.
Okay. Years later, after being in this mental institution, he broke out and he was like, "I want to kill that child," and that's what made it so. That's what made him so creepy. Besides the whole slow walk and menacingness of Michael Myers, and he's got that white creepy mask and that damn kitchen knife, and I just love him. So. What did you favorite movie?
Well, my favorite is Scream. I can literally watch every single one of them, even the ones that people deem not good. I don't know, because it's mixed with the humor of it. I mean, Scream probably, if we're gonna keep it a buck, it's not really scary, but it's just so enjoyable. And I just feel like, coming from Wes Craven of all people, I mean, hello, he did Nightmare on Elm Street. He's very, may he rest, but he was very in tune to different things and making them pop. And I always felt like Scream, it was just different. And it kind of was like a parody within a parody too, in a sense. It was just, it always just felt very smart to me. So, I mean, but then I feel like Wes Craven was always smart, because who in the world thinks of a serial killer or a monster killing you in your damn dreams? That is crazy.
I didn't realize he was dead. And so you just said, what did he died a while ago?
Oh yeah, he died a while ago.
Oh my God, I didn't realize that. I was for real thought this man was still alive.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. My daughter, it was so funny. I went in her room the other day and she had on pause, and it was the first Scream. It was
with Drew Barrymore running through the thing.
No, it was the boyfriend. Is it Billy?
Billy, yes, Billy Loomis.
Billy. And it was paused on that. And then, because I was like, "Oh, hey, Billy." And she was like, "What you know about Scream?" I was like, "Oh, what you know about Scream? What you
mean?" Hello, this came out in 1996. Don't play with us.
I told her the whole story. I remember in summer camp, it was the first time I saw that movie. I was so scared, but I was young. Yeah. But looking back on it, it's not a scary franchise at all.
At all.
And it's so predictable. It's so obvious that the boyfriend was the killer.
But when the second kill, I think that's what did it, is that they added the second killer.
They added the friend Stu.
Yes.
And their reveal is so iconic and fucking scary.
Because they just switch personality wise.
They just switched, and it was they crazy as hell. Especially Stu, because he had no skin in this game. I can understand you getting mad and getting revenge because you broke up the family, cheating and all that stuff. I'm like, well, why Stu want to kill his girlfriend?
Stu is just a follower. We doing this? I bet.
Right. He's just there for it. Okay, let's kill people. And it's there are people that are like that for real. Yeah. And his whole And then they did the voice changer and they showed how they was talking with the
Yes, that was dope
accent.
though.
Yeah,
That was dope.
that was so dope. And I was like, oh my God. I remember, I think I may have stopped watching it after
Which one?
third one. What's the third one?
The third one is when we find out more about Sidney Prescott's mother and
Did
that
she
she
have a
actually had,
brother or something?
yeah, and that she actually had a
Okay, yeah,
brother, and she was like, it was a crazy like
yeah.
casting couch thing, and it
Yeah.
kind of made her into the woman that she was of a
Okay, yes, that's
dramatic
probably
experience.
like yeah. So the reboots and the ones after that I did not watch. And then also without Scream, I feel like we would have never got Scary Movie, the
Oh my
parody.
goodness.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that is so funny. Yeah. So it's
They
iconic. Yeah.
they really like I feel like Scream just set it off to have something different and then it, went into the creative minds of the Wayans brothers because
Hmm.
it's just like cause like I said too, they were kind of in a sense of parody. And then
Yeah.
also now the Wayans brothers like, oh, now we're about to show you a real parody up in here. So it just so worked out. I think that's why I like love it so much
Hmm.
and why it's probably the only scary movie that I can literally watch and it's not daytime. So that's the thing. Like for me, I'll watch a scary movie, but it needs to be light outside. Okay.
Yes.
That's
It
not.
really it's really like launched or relaunched some careers like because Drew Barrymore has been acting for forever,
Oh
but I feel
yeah.
like it thrusted her back into this spotlight, even though she was only in the first like few minutes of
And
it.
I think that's what did it. Just that little, 5 minutes, 10 minutes
Yeah.
that she was in there, it put her back on the map. And then it was just like, oh snap, like one of those things where it's like, oh snap, they killed off Drew Barrymore's character. Wow.
Yeah, because
Like
she was
you,
like on all the posters and everything. You thought she was in
yep.
the movie, and like in the first 10 minutes, she was the first kill. And I mean it was scary. It started off like cute, like, oh, I dialed the wrong number. Oh, okay, well let's talk, let's flirt. And then it turned into like I'm looking at you and you're like, wait, what?
Exactly. What
Like,
you
huh?
mean? Looking at it, I was like, oh,
The
what's
calls coming from
happening?
inside the house?
What? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, no, that's just too much to even think about. That's why I be making sure I'm like my room. I'd be like, why you gotta put the chain on the lock? Because I don't want nobody coming in here. Stop playing with me.
And oh my God. You had me thinking about I might have to put it on. I know it's streaming somewhere. And then like when she's cooking a popcorn, you like just
Yep,
oh bitch, like
Paramount Plus
oh,
is
Paramount
streaming
Plus.
there.
This was like it's like everything was just happening, and then it's like she's like, "Mom," and you like to her parents, just turn
Oh,
off. Like,
that part always gets to me because it's just
yeah,
like she's screaming for her mommy.
yeah.
Like,
Oh,
mm.
it's so sad. But then and then have all her guts hanging out. Yeah, that was a crazy
Okay,
movie.
yeah.
That
Okay, so
really was a crazy franchise.
maybe
Uh,
we're a little bit desensitized. I'm like, oh yeah.
yeah. But speaking, you said Wes Craven. Speaking, I mean, I started, excuse me, this Halloween. My daughter was getting ready, and I started just singing the Freddy Krueger song. She was like, "Stop!" So I started
Oh
singing it
yeah, you
real
scared
slow.
of that one, huh?
Yeah, right. I was like, "1, 2, Freddy's coming for you." She was like, "Just
Three,
stop."
four.
Like that shit is scary. Freddy scared me because yeah, it was like
Yes,
I don't want to go to sleep.
exactly. Like that's why I was like Wes Craven. You're a genius. Because like how can you really escape someone who comes to you in your dreams? Like you have to sleep. If you
Yeah.
don't sleep, you get all of these health issues, and
Mhm.
then on top of that, you start going crazy. But then if I go to sleep, this motherfucker's gonna kill me. Like
Right. And then
so
if you look past the ridiculousness of it, because it got ridiculous, but like
is it
Freddy versus Jason and all this other shit. But if you go back to the root of it, that man's a pedophile.
yes.
And
Oh
he's
my
fucking
God,
children in
yes.
his sleep. And
Yes. And do you know his
nasty.
backstory too, which was also
Mhm.
crazy? And I think it was what his mother was like raped in a crazy asylum or something.
Yeah.
Like it was like really like, oh, this is dark. Now I'm
It's
thinking,
dark.
Brittany, what were
Like
you thinking?
he was a child rapist. The adults killed him because he got
Yep.
off, and he
So they
decided
wasn't wrong.
they weren't wrong. And he decided to like for the rest of his life just fucking come after their children because what they
Yeah.
and it's like, yo, this is some dark shit.
It really, really is. Like, I just always thought that was so It took me years to like really like watch it. And then of
Mhm,
course, like as you get older and then you see it's not as scary, but just the concept of it, like
mhm.
to come in like in your dreams, like come on now. People already have a hard time sleeping. So like what
Yeah,
is
and then
this?
on top of that, you have these little girls dressed in these white outfits singing a creepy song. The man's a pedophile. But if you look back on those movies from like the 80s and 90s, those don't look like teenagers to me. Like even back then, I'm like, those
Yes.
are grown people. I mean, Johnny Depp is in that movie.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
Yes.
And they're young, but I'm like, they can't be teenagers. Maybe they were back then. I don't know. He had to be in his 20s.
Yeah, like early
Yeah,
20s.
yeah.
Like,
I'm like, they don't look like kids. And I don't know if that was intentional because you don't really want to do those things to actual kids. But
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. So
But
it
yeah, that
makes
was creepy. That nasty looking sweater with that claw hand.
uh, yes. Yeah.
And then the whole thing of like, oh, if you're not afraid of him, he has no power. I thought that was yeah.
Yeah.
Because
But then it's like how can I not be afraid of him? You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta really like turn that switch because it's just like I'm trying to get away from you.
yeah, you really gotta be in
Like
your dream. Like, bitch, it's a dream.
it's
He's not
yep.
real. Fuck you. You
Hmm.
look ridiculous. Like, yeah. Like who has that much power in a dream? Not me.
That's why our great grandparents killed you.
Right? Like, you got burnt. They look like a piece of toast.
Ah.
You ugly hand. Like, they tried it in Freddy versus Jason. Remember Kelly was in that movie and she tried to kind of make fun of him for a little bit, but then
Yeah.
Jason got her ass.
It sure did. Oh my God, that is right. Dag. It just had
Yeah,
to be Jason. Dag.
yeah, because she was beating him down. Like a black person, yeah, they're gonna tear your ass down. But then he was like, turn around, Jason
Exactly.
got her, yeah.
I'm gonna mute this for a second.
Oh my God. This video is brought to you by
I know, right? Sorry about
That's
that.
so
I
fine.
muted it, so like
That's
hopefully you'll
okay.
hear.
Yeah. They're not gonna know on Spotify. You listen on Spotify, we just had to take a little break, but on
Just
YouTube
a
it's
smidge.
fine too. Just as much. But speaking of Jason, Jason is the one guy that did not scare me. Well, two guys. Jason didn't really scare me.
Jason isn't me either.
I love Chucky. Chucky is a comedy to me.
Yo, Chucky is a hoot. He is a hoot. Like
Yes.
there's nothing to say. He's like, it's a meme of his that like I always want to use. Like, you stupid bitch.
Yeah. This is marked explicit, not for kids, so we can curse. Um,
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
yeah, that is my favorite. I say that all the time. Like in just random moments. Oh, you stupid bitch, you fucking slut. You cannot fuck with me.
That is my meme. I'm always looking for a way to use it. I never do.
He is a meme queen now with his new show and like his fucking bob and the glasses and what he just be staring.
Yes.
I love Chucky. Even as a kid, I tell this story before. I don't know if I told on this podcast. Like my aunt is so old school that raised me, and we were asked to watch Child's Play, and we were young when that came out, and she was like, "Yeah, you can watch it," because her mindset is,
It's child's play.
why are you scared of something that you know will never happen? Dolls don't come to life. A doll's not gonna murder you.
Oh, so Pet Cemetery should be okay.
Yeah, so it was like kind of to desensitize us because she was just of the mindset, and she still is like, she's like, it's not scary. Like, why would you be scared? That's not real. Yeah,
That's true.
so
I
as
get it.
kids, we got to watch Child's Play all the time. We just had to ask before we put it on, like, oh, can we watch Child's Play? And she would be like, yes. Can we watch Chucky? Yes. And we put it on all the time. So I watched it so much that I knew the lines, and it just became fun. It was funny to me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Like, yeah, I don't know. Child's Play is just like hilarious. Like
yeah.
it's just something about it. And that also reminds me too of It. I love It. Like I love
Watch
the
it
mini
all the
series
time.
like It. The movie. I even think the reboot of the second reboot and the first reboot,
Mhm.
like the movies part one and two, I should say, is amazing. Like I thought it was really, really good. Not too much scary, but I just put myself in the frame of a child. So like imagine just being a child and then this creepy, clown comes, and clowns are supposed to be like whatever. And then also given on the fact too that none of the adults can see it. Like
Yeah.
Pennywise would just be sitting there, ha ha ha, and
Yeah.
adults would be like, so like, no, and they're looking like, do you not oh, okay. So I'm just gonna be scared by myself. That even I was watching last week, and even it was like the dad came in, and the whole bathroom was just red
Covered in
with
blood.
blood, and he didn't see any of it. And I'm like, that is some trippy shit right there.
Like, we were allowed to watch all that too. That was scary me. No matter how many times I watched it, I was scared. And I'm not like afraid of clowns. I could be around clowns, not like, but something about the original It
Yeah.
scared the shit out of me. That damn clown and that sword come down. We all float down here. Like what does that
You
mean?
can blow too. You can blow
Yeah, and
You
oh my God.
can blow
Like, that shit was scary to me.
Oh
I
man.
honestly, I've never watched the reboot because I felt like the original was just so perfect. I was like, I don't
It
need a
is.
reboot of this.
It
Yeah.
is, but like I like all of them.
Mhm.
So yeah, I would still recommend it, but like I thought they were all so good. So yeah,
It is,
those are
yeah,
like my
something
favorite.
about it was like Goonies meets horror or whatever. They go in this
Yeah.
adventure. They're like beating him up with like these rocks in the slingshot. It's like this alien monster. I don't know. It was just so cool.
I know. And then I just really appreciate it too. It was just like all of the misfits, coming together and defeating this person. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So it's just like, the black boy who gets picked on, the fat one who gets picked on, the one with the stutter. Like they
yeah.
all come together to just defeat this crazy thing. So
And then
I yeah.
the girl, it's like she's just a girl and she's cute, so people thought she was a whore. I was like, I'm just
Exactly.
a girl.
And
Like,
that still
yeah.
happens today. So
That yeah, so it's like the meaning behind that. Like, okay, I'm just a girl with some friends that are boys. I just hang out with them. Like, I'm not fucking anybody. I'm just
it,
hanging out. I'm just being a kid. Yeah.
exactly.
That
So and
father
then
was weird. Yeah.
yeah, her father was super weird. It
Super
was
weird.
like
Yeah.
creepy. Like, oof.
Yeah. Like, what's going
And
on there? It's a child services need to check that place out. Yeah.
exactly. Yikes. So,
Uh, we mentioned Jason briefly,
Mhm.
but yeah, he was never really that scary to me. I don't know why. It's like they
Yeah.
let him drown because he was having sex. It's like the originals always have a good concept, then they just get ridiculous.
Yep. Because
And
then they
it's
want
like,
to keep having them.
yeah,
So,
remember he was like in space or something?
yeah. Did
I was
Freddie
like, that's
join him?
a stupid. Yeah, what? Jason in space.
And then people really went to go see it.
And people
So that
really went
just
to go,
that just tells you something about the franchise. You can't
right?
help but even if it's terrible. I mean, like look at myself, like you can't like I'm gonna go see Scream. So it doesn't
Mhm.
matter. Like you could do whatever. If it says Scream in the title, like I'm going. Because 9 times out of 10 too, you're gonna have at least one person from the original too. So like, yeah.
Yeah. They
So
should
I
have
get that.
done, if they were doing these versus ones, they really, what to me would have made more sense is Jason versus Michael Myers because they're pretty much the
Yeah.
same. They walk
Yeah.
slow with the knife and you really can't fuck them up because they're so strong. Like, I'd
Yep.
love to see them go toe to toe and see who would win. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That would have been like super interesting too, because like you said, they have just that Superman power strength. Like
Yeah.
nobody, like I mean, they be setting on fire, and then the next thing you know, they're like up and running around, well,
Like, you
slow
could
walking.
shoot Michael Myers in the head, and after 5 minutes, that man will pop up like,
It's like what is, and they never explain it either.
they
It's just
never
like
explain it. He just could take bullets to the head. Like, that man is supernatural.
supernatural. At least with Scream, they told you
But
that's how you gonna kill
right.
them.
Before we run out at any time, let's talk real briefly, quickly about there was, like I said, a bunch of Halloween episodes on TV this week. My favorite had to be Abbott Elementary Costume Contest. Did you watch that?
I love them. They were so cute and
Jurassic
funny.
Park is one of my favorites. So when I saw them, I immediately knew that they were the DNA and the mosquito. Jurassic Park. I thought that was so funny.
They're so geeky and nerds. Because I'm sorry, even I'm a teacher, and I was like, "What the hell is this?"
That's
Like,
head ass. Call them head ass. That shit was so funny.
oh my God! And then putting their picture there, like, Alpha Elementary is really like a treasure. Like, it's just a
Yes.
throwback to good
Mhm.
sitcoms that really make you laugh, that are really smart. And I also just feel like it's really embedded in like reality. Like I think we touched on this too, because it's just things that actually like really happen. Like
Mhm.
even I know like as a teacher, we started to do instead of like dressing up for Halloween, the kids unfortunately they had to dress up of like, who do you want to be when you grow up? So
Mhm.
they didn't even get the opportunity to like choose, something that they wanted to be, because you might have people coming there like Ice Spice, like you saw
Yeah.
there. It's just
Oh
like
yeah. She was like, change. You cannot be Ice
exactly.
Spice.
And that's why I'm like, that is so real, because like that's why we had to change the thing back when I was teaching, because it's just like, no, you're not gonna come in. No, you're a child. So let's stop. So I just love how much it's like really grounded in reality.
I wonder if Ice Spice felt some type of way. Like, why am I
She'll be all right.
She should be all right. She know what type of artist she is. And then the
Exactly.
janitor as that emo basketball player with that wig, it was
Oh my God,
so funny.
yes.
Poor what's his name? Oh my God, why is his name escaping me? He was past Jack.
Yeah.
I can't think of his character name right. Jacob.
Jacob,
It just left me. Yeah, and then see, and then they all yeah, like you said,
sweet cheeks.
they always bring it back to the kids because and how like Ava acts like she don't care about these kids, but remember
And
at the
she
end of the
loves
episode,
them.
she loves them. She acted the
Yeah,
vampire
she was
kids.
on
Yeah,
Blade, and
she
they
was
were,
Blade. Yeah, and
all
they
the
started
different black
fighting.
vampires.
Yeah.
And also, can we touch on that really quickly? I just love how they really had like a black vampire moment. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just like, how cute is that? Like, I just love that so much because, once again, Black people are not a monolith, so we do so
Yeah.
many different things. So just seeing that character come out too, I thought that the characters come out, that was
Yeah.
great.
I thought it was so great. Like she played with the kids and she's like, all right, see y'all in school tomorrow. And it's like as much as she tries to act at that school like she's not doing her job, she does her job. Just
Hmm.
like with the computers. And she told the IT guy, she was like, I'll find some other way to get my kids computers. She was like,
And
I
that is a real teacher. And I'm gonna
yeah,
tell you right now, we spend our own money majority of the time just to
mm,
ensure that them kids get what they need. So
yes,
that was some real ish right there too. I was
yeah.
like, anything for the kids.
Anything for the kids. So yeah, that was my favorite. I mean, there were some other I know 911 had the Halloween episode and Buck had all the
Yeah.
damn pimples and stuff on his face. But like, yeah, Abbott stuck out for me.
Same, same. It's just I think it's just something about Abbott Elementary, and it goes to say, what are they on the third or fourth season? I can't remember. But just to be on the third or fourth season and have
Poor.
it still be good is like amazing. Because usually somewhere, some way in between, it's like at least one season's not really good.
Yeah.
But they're still thriving, and I love to see it.
Me too. I think they're still going strong. We'll probably see a couple more seasons out of them. As long as I feel like as long as Quentin wants to do it, that's how
Yep,
long we'll get the show. And it's
exactly.
rejuvenated, like we said earlier, it's rejuvenated a bunch of these people's careers that are on that show that have been active for a long time. Like
Yep.
I call him Everybody Hates Chris. I know he has a real name.
Tyler,
Yes.
yes,
Let's call him Everybody Hates Chris. Like, I mean, he had been acting steadily, of course, but this is like
yeah.
really brought him back into mainstream. He's got a movie coming out. I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, when's the last time we seen this man in a movie? Like, he's always in a movie.
I can't even tell you, girl. Like I
Right.
remember him from like you said, like everybody hates Chris, and people even I think you would know this, but even The Walking Dead. Like
Walking
I
Dead. He was
remember
on
when he
the
was killed there. What
I
the
know
like
it's like, oh shoot, Everybody Hates Chris is on Walking Dead, but you could never get too excited when you see someone
ever?
on Walking Dead. They will be gone.
Oh, they will be gone.
They will be gone. So
So
I saw him, but I got a little bit excited, and then I was like, oh, okay, well, he's gone after like 3 or 4 episodes. So I was like, oh, okay, that's on par with them.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. That's just how it works. So, but it was good. So,
It
but
was good.
yeah, even just from there, and then he steadily, it was still work, but just not like this type, just
Yeah.
the, it just blew up. Yeah, I
It
think
just
he's
blew
had
up.
nominations too and stuff
Yeah, he's
like
got
that.
Emmys and stuff now, Golden Globes or whatever. Yeah, and it's like
Yeah,
good. And he's been a child actor because I feel like when they have the child actor talk, that'd be a good
yeah,
topic for an upcoming episode. They never
yep. Ooh,
really
I would love
mention
that.
him, right? They never really mention him. So I'm happy to
Maybe.
see him. And then of course we all know Shirley Roth, but I feel like for a new generation and a new audience, people are learning who these people are. So that's amazing.
Also, when I think of Shirley Roth, I also kind of wonder, like, is it just like certain sectors who really knew and understood? Because, like, first thing, I wasn't around for Dreamgirls when she did the play, but I've definitely heard about it. Like, my mother and my aunt went. So before my mom like passed away, like I would hear about them going to go see that. I
Yeah.
remember her in like Sister Act 2. So it's just like certain things. But now I just feel like she's once again catapulted to something
Well,
even.
it's an interesting topic too. There's like a black famous versus a mainstream famous. Because like some of the coworkers I work with, the white women at my job, lovely people. I could, there's me and just one other black woman, and I could be like, oh, we could be talking about Megan Good or
Yep.
somebody like that, and they're like, who's that? And we're just like, huh?
Yeah,
We
like you don't
gotta
know.
remember, we gotta remember the environment we're in, and that
Exactly.
they are all, quote unquote black famous and not
Exactly.
mainstream. Yeah, I'm like, who fuck Megan Good is? Stop playing in my face.
Let me show you a picture.
I know, I'm like, you ain't never see Eve Bayou, you ain't see this, you ain't see that, and they're like, no, and it's like, because
Oh,
those are black staples in our or culturally in our world, but yeah, they don't
exactly.
know those shows, so I feel like this is Abbott Elementary has made them quote unquote mainstream.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
Great to
this
see.
was a fun
I
episode.
enjoyed it too. I got a little festive for y'all.
Right, right. Now that we put out our episode,
Now it's
officially,
over.
it's over. Spooky season is over. So let us know in the comments your favorites and why. Thank you for listening on Spotify, YouTube, however you're listening. We appreciate it. I've seen the comments on it, and oh my god, I'm like every time I see a comment on Spotify or something, I'm like, oh my god, somebody listens to the podcast because there are millions of podcasts out there on all these platforms. So that y'all took 30 minutes out of y'all day to just put us little speck on there. Yeah, really appreciate all the comments I see here on Spotify and YouTube. So we thank you so much. So yeah, thanks so much for listening. Till next week.
Till next week, y'all. Can't
We
wait.
out of here.
Yay.
Bye.